Yeah, #1 on the PR. Although Midwest Mayhem 4, I know he had a little bit of a disappointing showing.
Yeah, he lost to a Dark Shed.
I think a lot of people. I lost Dark Shed too, so
yeah,
no shame.
A lot of people got kind of blown up, especially by Ryu. But
yeah, Ryu, man.
I mean, we got Shell, and that's about it.
Dan coming in with this Rosa pick.
I was telling people he has been thinking about using his Rosalina earlier.
I'm surprised that we're gonna see this game 1. Mostly because JJ hasn't lost a night in a while.
No, yeah.
As far as I know, I might be incorrect, and feel free to correct me. Tweet at me if you guys want, and let me know if I'm actually wrong. Like JJ has been doing extremely well against Rosa, and on top of that, it was a really close set. Like Dan was up 2-0 in winners finals, he got reversed 3-0'd.
Yeah.
So maybe that reverse 3-0.
Oh, JJ did side B kick.
He must not have seen it at the top of the blast.
Yeah.
He didn't even realize.
Because you can see when he's in that kind of animation where his arms are to the side, that means he's done the kick, and that means he can't do his up B.
Chevy, add the W and L.
All right, we're getting the winners and losers. So JJ's coming from winner's side, by the way. Dan's coming from losers.
Yeah, JJ, it's been quite a few tournaments or weeklies, like at least early last season. And I know he recently got second at GGA, beating Hyuga.
Gosh, and Luma still lived, but Rosalina does not.
So double SD. So at this point, you don't have a John if you lose or win.
Yeah. Also, I mean, Dan does have a very good Rosa from what I've heard.
Yeah, his Rosa's actually like pretty clutch.
We've watched him do Rosa dittos against Knight. Knight said like, because I think it was 3-2 was the end result, and Knight was like, I would never want to do Rosa dittos against Dan again.
I think part of what got Dan really well in that set too is he knows the Rosa matchup so well, and I think Knight, even back when I used to play Rosa, Knight always used to say how he really hated the ditto, like just to an extreme.
Well, it's also because he's very aggressive, which I think that makes it worse for the ditto.
Yeah, and the ditto really comes down to who gets rid of Luma first. But the ditto is not important right now.
Nope, because Dan just took game 1 with Rosa.
All right.
Bringing out that the Galaxy girl.
Hey man, everybody wants to play a space princess sometimes. No shame.
Queen, mother, whatever she is.
Mother of stars.
I mean, she can't be a princess. She's like the head person there, which I guess technically Peach is the head person.
She is too. Like
yeah.
Mario Universe has no queens.
I've gone on a tirade about
Sexist.
that, except for Shadow Queen, which is a villain.
Shadow Queen is unimportant.
But you know what else? What Mario Universe doesn't have? Kings.
Yeah.
Peach's dad's been gone forever.
Peach's dad on that extended vacation. He's like, he probably put that whole kingdom into debt, and he's like, dip. Peach is like, no, he's just at the store. He'll be back. No question. All right, but JJ coming and juggling Rosalina right now, which is definitely something hard to do, but Luma kept getting thrown into hit stun every time she was pulled back, so smart from JJ keeping these up air strings going.
Yeah, Luma getting the second hit, so it's going to be a higher knockback. Always something to keep in mind against Luma. It's always so sad getting stuck in that little vortex.
Something that I think is really interesting too is, I mean, recently we saw Zenotto lose to Dabuz at CEO and then get the run back in losers finals.
Yeah.
And one of the big differences from Zenotto's play versus kind of how JJ approaches this matchup, and I think he's been trying to do it a little bit more, but Zenotto will just monkey flip at all times, every chance he gets to get rid of Luma.
Yeah, because it beats Luma.
Yeah,
Luma
like
can't really throw anything.
Monkey kick is amazing in the matchup. And to Zenotto, I think I remember him saying something about how he thinks the matchup is like 50-50.
I can see it.
Just like Luma does do an amazing job of keeping Banana away. And we're seeing that with how Dan is kind of trying to keep Luma in front of him, and he's not throwing it out at all because he just wants the shield.
Yeah, but Rosa also does a very good job of controlling Banana just because if she down B's it doesn't lose any, like, because, you know, if it lands in the ground and gets thrown again, then it goes away. But getting that up air there. But
yeah,
when you gravitational pull it, it stays on the ground, quote unquote, so you still get 2 throws with it. See, so now it's technically his right now.
Yeah.
Dan's.
I think that's it's an interesting aspect of the matchup, but I don't think it's the key part.
It's not a key part.
I think the big key part is that Diddy Kong, if he wants to banana Rosa from like Rosa's front, like she always wants to keep Luma in front of her in this matchup.
Yeah.
There are some matchups where putting Luma behind you can be helpful in certain scenarios. But
JJ having problems getting rid of that Luma.
Yeah, he kept sending it up, and it just never died. But that little clap gonna get rid of it. But what I was saying is that like, if JJ wants to hit Knight with yeah, that was a good back air with Banana, he has to jump if Rosa's standing towards him.
Yeah.
So and then at that point, Rosa has so many good anti-air options.
Ooh, going for the double. Yeah, JJ's content to just rack up the damage on Luma. Oh boy.
It's scary. Good back air on that read. And the monkey flip
Dan is most likely actually practicing.
Like right there, that's what I was talking about. Like that's where probably Zenodo would have just monkey flipped again. He was like, yeah, I don't care.
Because priority number 1, kill that Luma.
I think in some matchups, for some characters yes, for some characters no.
Yeah.
But this might be it. All right, good recovery. And yeah, look at Diddy's face.
Diddy's like, huh? Where'd she go?
That man's eyes were so wide, he was just staring like, oh, thank God, she gone. Star was beating me up.
Okay, going to Mario. I actually disagree.
I kind of disagree with this decision.
Yeah.
Like your Rosa was doing so well.
And he just SD'd.
Yeah, honestly, like he was winning on stage almost every interaction.
Well, maybe we'll just see what happens in this game. And maybe if he feels like it doesn't work out, maybe we'll switch back to Rosa. Because Rosa was doing work. It could also be that he's switching, subtract the download that just happened. But it wasn't a download. But
well, he had like Dan had like a significant percentage lead.
Yeah, it was 136 to 20 or something like that.
Yeah, Dan died at 26 to himself. And it's just because he went deep and he wasn't comfortable with the recovery. Yeah. Like, honestly, I think if he just played really safe and stayed on stage, I think that game was his.
And that's one of the hardest parts about Rosalina. Getting that up B at just the right angle sometimes is really scary because you could accidentally reverse it and then you just die.
Dan choosing unsafe options, landing with Nair on JJ's shield.
Yeah, it's safer than Luigi's Nair, but still not a very safe option.
You have to kind of do Rising if you really want to drift away with it. If you really want to make it safe.
Oh, that's gonna be free. Oh.
But for the hardest read, but only got jab out of it, and JJ capitalizes back.
Oh, don't forget game 1. JJ also SD'd.
But so did Dan.
Yeah.
So that's 2 SDs with Rosa. That actually might be more of anything of why he switched. Not the 1 SD that happened.
Yeah.
That was a good read.
Yeah, he's afraid that might happen again.
Yeah, like he's SD'd twice already with Rosa, so he might be kind of like wary. Like he might feel like he's playing with 1 stock.
Yeah, pretty much. Which not a thing you want to do with Rosa, especially when you're at that stock is the last stock.
But yo, JJ's saying, nah, you don't have any stocks. This is over. Get this Mario out of here.
You know who'd be better in space? Rosa.
I'd be surprised if we didn't see the switch back to Rosa at this point. I mean, this is Dan's counter pick.
Yeah, it almost feels like JJ's just messing around.
He's like, I'm just gonna down tilt. Good jump away.
Yep, no, it's definitely not confirmed at this point. Yep, he's definitely messing around a little bit.
I'm surprised he didn't just up smash out of shield. Like that would have
I think he might have just wanted to experiment with that move.
I mean, it almost killed him. So
Chevy shouting something at us, but we can't hear it. All right.
200% though, like Dan's doing a good job living, but
yeah, there it goes.
I mean, JJ did like 350 damage to Dan's 105.
Yeah.
I think he
I think he's got to risk it. I think he's got to go back to
JJ like triple lapped him in
yeah.
damage. That man, they're playing Mario Kart and Dan didn't even pick up his controller.
Yeah.
And JJ's like crossing the finish line.
Like playing Mario Kart and Dan's still on lap 2 of Baby
Park.
And JJ's
shout outs to Double Dash with the best Mario Kart, and if y'all disagree,
at the very least, best stage.
I respect your pick.
Baby Park is like my favorite stage of all those stages.
Baby Park was the best.
Baby Park is back. They brought it back to Mario Kart 8.
Oh, they did. That's right. I actually don't have Mario Kart 8. But anyways, the switch back to Rosa is something that we kind of predicted. And it is, Diddy Kong is so threatening in so many matchups, and this is one that he kind of just loses the tools that he needs.
But so did Rosalina right there.
Yeah. This is the scary part. When Luma's gone, Rosa is just a huge hitbox for Diddy to fair.
And monkey flip.
Yeah. I mean, look at JJ has pressed only fair for the past 30 seconds.
The whole time Luma was gone.
Fair, and like I think he monkey flipped like once.
All right, but
I thought maybe we were gonna
slightly
see some,
raged Luma.
I thought maybe we were gonna see some Taco Bell. Smash trying to hit him with the dollar crunch wrap.
And you know, because he plays with Knight so much, he knows the Taco Bell.
Yeah, like this whole city and I think the Midwest at this point knows Knight's Taco Bell.
Yep.
That
JJ definitely was just making Dan approach.
Yeah, that was an incredible mind game too, because Luma, if with certain moves like down tilt, Diddy down tilt and keep F tilt and stuff,
and all march jab.
Yeah, like Luma will never move, so you can just do it infinitely until she dies.
Which also unstills things, I believe.
Yes, it does. Also, that back air was on Dan while he was charging a smash, so super dead.
Oh, and then he gets hit by Luma.
Yeah, Luma says, nah.
Luma was just waiting down beneath, like, okay, I see your up air. Here's my up air.
I think something I'm not seeing from Dan is Nair. He's not like approaching with Nair and then kind of fading back to play that safe option.
And was that a Nair?
That was Nair. That was good.
It's the backflip one, right?
Yeah, Nair is or front flip.
Front flip, yeah.
Nair is like super safe landing lag. Like it's very little. Great scoop up on that banana. I almost said bomb. I play too much Shinwei.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Oh, it's a little bit weirder grabbing the banana with
I like that he didn't grab it and that he did use gravitational pull.
Just to guarantee at least it's going to be mine. Okay, he does recover correctly.
Yeah. I was like, this man's about to get some fruit in his life.
Order? Or, yeah, except down. Good monkey flip. Yep.
Again, I like that.
JJ has to respect his banana. Still not going to go away. Luma eating that up.
Dan is getting so much out of grab. Please don't SD.
Oh, Luma delaying it, so I think Dan didn't DI correctly.
Yeah, and that's going to be it. That is the downside of Rosalina. Ladies and gentlemen, you can throw it hitbox. When Rosa inputs get up, Luma will get up first on empty get up.
Yeah.
So you can actually hold, like you can throw a hitbox out as you see Luma get up. It will hit Luma, and then it will hit Rosa on her recovery when she gets up. So what a lot of Rosalina mains started working on a while ago, and you'll see Fallen is a huge advocate of this, is throwing Luma while you're off stage onto stage.
Okay.
So he'll charge the Luma shot, or he'll like use it to be reverse or something.
Yeah, I have seen him do that.
Yeah, and then he so Luma is now threatening on stage, where like a lot of because you have to shield the Luma shot.
Yeah.
And then he has to like wait it out. Like so Luma goes out, and then the threat of Luma just